audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Sexually oriented content. Woo! Listener discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. And tonight, it gives me great pleasure to welcome back to the LoveLine studio none other than Dag, my main man, David Alan Grier!
Adam, can you hear me? I'm at the front gate. I've been buzzing for half an hour.
Yeah.
No one will let me in.
I got caught behind David
I
trying to
see
get
you
in.
guys there.
Amazing.
The lights
Never happened
on.
before. Never happened at the studio.
I had to,
It's
had to
me.
give
I'm a
my
guest.
pass.
I'm a guest on the show. Can you buzz me in?
Yeah. No, let me tell you, when they see a brother pull up, the guy on the roof in the parapet, the sniper guy, the hat goes backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't start
There you go.
shooting,
Yeah.
just the hat turns around.
And what's he say?
Just 180.
We're gonna need you to get your hands on the wheel there, Lieutenant.
We got a situation here.
We're gonna.
Dag did break down and get some rims for his SUV.
No,
I
we
got
did.
some doo-doos, baby. That's 2 and 2.
He was. Here's the problem. He bought this SUV and he kept it bone stock for like 3 years, and it was getting his ass kicked by the black community.
Black community,
Everybody, white guys don't have the huevos to bring it up, but the black guys are like, "Where's your rim?"
Oh, this is a security guard at Fox. You riding on them 10s, man. Meanwhile, he drives up on a moped. You know, he's like, you got them 10s. Man, you need you some 24s, 38s, 95s.
There is, David, tell me, be honest. Is there a certain amount of pressure being black, being at a certain age, being in Hollywood? Like Drew gets an SUV, he gets it in beige. He doesn't have to touch it. He does not have to. You get an SUV, you got to put rims on it.
Absolutely. Well, Drew goes like this. What's it come with?
Yeah.
It's fine with me.
Drew actually got a BMW X5 that came with some cool rims on it.
Took 'em off. Right. I'd like something wheel rim combo in an avocado.
Do you have
You got no
something,
place, man.
you have something in a shopping cart wheel? Yep.
I want those itty bitty eeny meenies. Oh, newsflash: Frankie Muniz won the Toyota Grand Prix.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frankie Muniz.
Did you drive in that this year?
I'm on the bikes, man.
Well, yeah, when I was, he was sitting next to me on an airplane last week. The entire way, either sleeping, and during which there was all sorts of funny things happening, or reading motorcycle magazines.
He loves motorcycles.
And I couldn't dope up like I usually do because Big Brother was watching
The man
me.
was there. Yeah.
So I'm in the bathroom snorting my stuff, popping valves, all sorts of Xannies.
No, I know, because you start choking on your own vomit, and he starts judging. He performs a Heimlich, but the first thing he does is judge.
Well, first of all, Dr. Drew never stopped working. He was like, David, we got to sit together because I really want to talk to you. I want to 5 milligrams. Yeah, and so I can't wait. Ooh, can I?
He's sitting there punching his Scantron sheets all the way
so
from
loud.
Newark to L.A.
Do you have to work so loud, Dr. Drew?
I didn't realize you were awake.
David Alan Grier, by the way, is going to be at the Ontario Improv. What is it, Thursday? What's the 21st? Thursday the 21st, all the way
Friday,
through
Saturday, Sunday.
And Sunday. And, yes.
You really haven't played California till you played Brea.
No, I know. That's what they say. It's where all the greats.
This is Ontario, though.
play.
Absolutely. You know what Brea is famous for? Fender guitars, baby.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Where they come from, huh?
Absolutely. And you want to talk right into the mic. You want to talk right like this. Right in the mic. Let's take a caller. Stephanie,
we'll take
12.
Dag's going to be out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Brea, or I should say Ontario Improv.
Some babies.
Guys, let's pump the brakes here. Hands in the middle. Come on. Hands in the middle.
Yeah.
These are the rules. We're going to take some calls, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's heal some babies.
All right. So I was driving over the weekend.
Okay. All right. Hey, you're going to do some motorcycle stuff, right?
I'm doing motorcycle stuff with Dag. And let me say this about Dag and the bikes. There's bikes and then there's bikes. There's these jack-offs who ride around in these big hogs with no suspension on them. They're like reclined. It's like they're driving a lazy boy down the street. They got the monkey hanger bars on there. They got open pipes. It's just flames everywhere. It's just, hey, look at me. I'm a jack-off.
Saddle pads.
Everyone look at me. I have this bike that gets less. By the way, the bike gets 18 miles a gallon.
Wow.
The thing's louder than hell, doesn't handle. It's like handles like a trash dumpster. It's just an obnoxious piece of ass that everyone. It's just really, hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. Dag doesn't monkey with that. Dag gets the cafe racers. Puts the helmet on. People don't know who he is.
Absolutely.
They got no idea. Yes. And then when he whips the helmet off and shakes his head around, it's like...
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's the difference between driving around a Ferrari and driving around just some big monster truck with huge wheels on it, suspension lift. Obnoxious.
Or it's the difference between being a doctor who cares and a doctor who rides around with the little MD license plate bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I had one of those.
And the beeper.
Yeah.
With a little cross on it.
Yeah. Lori?
Yeah, Lori.
Hi.
What's going on?
21?
Yes.
What's up? You're up with Dag. And by the way, he's Bewitched.
gosh.
One of Dag's newest joints coming out with Nicole
and
Kidman.
the Muppet movie.
And the Muppet movie.
Going to be premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival, which only makes you ask, what the hell is going on with that festival?
It does make you wonder.
Well, that means they had a meeting. They said, okay, it's set. I got some exciting news. Get Bob in here. Do I have a treat for you? We're going to screen the Muppet movie.
Well,
are you talking to me?
It is an art form.
What do you play at Bewitched?
The black guy.
No.
Oh, look out. But you know what,
I play Larry Tate.
Anyway,
Who are you? Yeah. Who are you?
I play Jim. What's his last name? Something.
Who would have made a good Benny Boone Bot? Or Dr. Bombay?
Dr. Bombay?
No. I didn't really watch the series that much to know all those guys, but I knew it kind of. Anyway, it's a film within a film. They show them filming the series.
Right.
I am the director of the television series, directing people, a bad, obnoxious TV.
Got a little Life with Bonnie part?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Lori.
Back to
Hi.
21. What's up?
what's going on.
Hi. Can I just say first that you guys have the best loved show in the world? Like,
Thanks.
other than these other a-holes that are on TV and, like, with all of the crap that they have. And, yeah, I don't, David, this is an honor to be speaking.
It's an honor for you to be
Oh, my
honored to be
gosh,
speaking.
you're hilarious. And,
He is.
Adam, you're a god, and Drew, you're frigging intelligent. So I love it.
Let's review for a minute. I'm hilarious. Yeah, I'm
Hilarious guy.
Hilarious.
Which is great. You know,
Intelligent.
Adam's a god. Okay,
a god.
here we
And
go.
you and I are just S out of luck.
Yeah, well, I'm a little higher on the food chain than you.
I know. I'm just saying.
No, let's not get that confused. Okay, let's go back to the caller, shall we?
All right.
Good
Lori?
stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, so when I was about 16 to about 19, I dated one of my best guy friends, and when we were about 18, we started having sex, and then we broke up when we were both 19. And
David's getting bored. You gotta get some sex talk in.
Okay.
He has sleep apnea,
Okay.
too. He has it.
Dave has
No,
it.
wait a second, Laura. Hold on a second. Dave has sleep apnea. And when he
Tell
sleeps
him
on
how I sleep.
planes,
Tell
first
him
he
how
can
I
sleep
sleep.
on his back. He can sleep on his back.
It gets
As
better.
opposed to, well, hold on a second, Laura. As opposed to making noise on a plane, what he does is goes through sort of scenes from Shakespeare.
I hate you.
Oh, really?
Go.
Oh, really? He's acting. He's always an actor.
absolutely.
Consummate pro.
I was so nervous that I was going to do my.
I couldn't hear anything. I was too busy working.
Oh, I just had a dream. Someone's choking me. Oh, gee.
I don't know what he's talking about. Never happened.
Oh, jeez. I was underwater, and this guy put his fist in my mouth.
Hey, David, I got just a quick request. What would it sound
We're
like?
going to get to it. We're going to get to it.
I just want to know. If you were having a spirited lovemaking session, and then when you finished, the sleep apnea kicked in.
Well, first it has to start with an argument. Oh, you're not
right.
even listening. You don't. Do you hear me? Huh? Look at me. No. What? Huh? What? Oh my God! Here, wait. My. And that's how I wake up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's save these babies. Lori, Cindy, whatever your name is.
Yeah, Dave.
Lori.
Dave.
Let's get to the
Okay.
good stuff.
So Lori started
He
sleeping
made the decree. He wanted to help some babies. He wanted to take some calls tonight.
We're going to get to
Lori started dating your best friend when you were in high school, and then at 18 you started having sex with him, right?
Yeah. Okay, and then 19 we broke up for I don't even know what reason, but we
Right.
still remain like best friends.
Right.
Ever since it's been like 2 years, but I'm still having sex with him, and he has a girlfriend, and I'm still like going out with other guys. So I don't know what to do. Like
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's let me. I'm suspicious that the reason you don't remember why you broke up is because
He dumped you?
initiated it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would remember why. And the reason you're still having sex is because you allow him to do that to you, and of course he will.
No, because I was the one who brought it up. I was like, you know what? I really like. I think I was just getting bored. Like I don't know. I do that sometimes. Like
No, I think.
You're just telling you just open the door. You threw the door open.
Whoa, guys.
Yeah.
Heckle and Jekyll. Let's let the little woman talk here. Now, are you happy with this relationship exactly the way it is?
I like it because like I don't know. I like him a lot because he's like my best friend or whatever. And
Okay, but you don't want anything more. You want it like if you could say in perpetuity. That means forever. You want it just like this. You don't want him to dump his girlfriend. You don't want him to pledge his love. You want it to exist just like this. You're happy, right?
Well, yeah, because I'm still
No further questions, Your Honor. Witness may stand.
Yeah. So easy. So leading.
Even leading, though. The problem with our questions.
Not leading.
The problem with our caller is that.
Well, you don't have questions. You have a.
I don't know.
Hang on a second, Lori. The problem with our call is that they believe their own BS.
Yeah.
Well,
They
you
talk
know what?
themselves into stuff.
You know what? You've talked yourself into a whole medical career. Let's listen to our patients. Let's not just jump in. You just don't come in and go, you got an appendicitis, don't you?
Dank's dad was a doctor. He's a little flashback.
And he just visited,
It's
too.
called transference.
He just visited. Now he's old and feeble, and I'm like, well, I don't know. How do you feel, Dad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it true?
Yes, Lori.
He can only afford one Ram, 122-incher on his SUV. Just a one.
Lori, so what's your question? You don't know why.
Okay. No. Okay. Here's my question. I need to know like if I should end up going out with him again. Should I date him again, or should I seek counseling? I don't really know what to do.
All right. Well, let's try to figure something out. Let's try to establish something. You say he's your best friend and you love having sex with him. Doesn't that mean
You're in love with him?
You're in love with him?
I think it does, but
Okay,
I don't know
stop.
what to do because I'm.
So you are in love with him.
The problem is he's not loving you back. Is
Well,
the
hold
problem.
on. Does he say he loves you?
He's got a girlfriend.
Well, she's dating other guys.
Like it's the friend. Like I love you too. Like that sort of thing.
Yeah, but Laura, you don't feel that way. That's
No, you're in love with him.
You're really into it. She is. Believe me.
All right, go back. Well, here's what I want to know, Lori. How would you change things?
How would I change
If you could script it any way you wanted, how would the future go?
I have no idea because right now I'm happy, like I'm fine, but it's just like I don't know if this is wrong,
All right,
like,
cut her off. Next caller.
Lori,
I can't take it.
I
This is
can't
too
either.
much.
But Lori, let's
You can't
be
script
honest.
it because you won't be honest.
You would
it's too
have
fearful.
his girlfriend would disappear and he would devote himself to you.
That would be your script.
And then you would dump him and start
Hold on,
sleeping with someone else.
Don't give that part yet,
Which may be a good idea.
Lori. So if you could write the script, he would devote himself to you, and he'd drop his girlfriend, and you'd go on together. That'd be that.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. What should I seriously?
All right.
Yeah, I
Look,
can't-
you're in
I
love
can't.
with the guy. You're just not admitting. And by the way, there's got to be some room in that script for a wacky black neighbor.
Hey, that's right. Hey, what's up, Lori? I'm butt naked again. Lost my stuff. Man, shit, it's hot up in here.
Now, here's the thing.
Can I take my flip-flops off?
Dag's got himself one of those house arrest anklet things. But he only now here's the funny part. He can get down to his mailbox, but he can't get any further than that, which gets him just to the front door of his hot neighbor, but he can't get inside the house. So he has to receive oral through the mail slot.
Well, wouldn't he be good as the person we only see through the mailbox? The whole story evolves
Kind of
through
like,
the mail slot.
kind of like that Tim Allen thing.
Yeah.
Oh, how dare you?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing there, neighbor?
We only see him through the peephole in the door while he receives oral.
Adam, you're always pitching. What happened to Pinky Spanks? Whatever that wonderful idea you had.
Oh, Pinky Cheeks?
That is a keeper.
Pinky Spanks.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'll tell you, somebody has to take a sitcom and set it in a bikini waxing center.
Yes.
Crazy Vietnamese broad, big heavy set.
You like your tip?
I get your
Eastern
cat.
European.
Yeah, big Olga, the big
Gilda.
the big European, Eastern Bloc European chick, and then just a bevy of hot blondes running in and out
You
of
gotta
the
have a
place.
Hispanic receptionist.
Yeah.
Boxer boyfriend, you know.
Oh, here's the thing: super lazy Hispanic male janitor.
Wow. Oh, yeah,
Who's always just sort of leaning on the mop, looking
And he
looking
says
at the
that's
chick.
the key phrase. He says something like, "I don't clean that room."
Yeah, that's right.
Fernando, get out of here.
That's right.
You're like going, "Hey, Fernando, what should we do about the Gulf War?" "I don't clean that room." Fernando, come on.
That's his catchphrase.
I don't clean that room. Don't get me starting.
You know, I was watching Full House, as I have to do over a long weekend, and I just Fonzie had his A, and everyone had their sort of Roger from What's Happening had his thing. Everyone had their own catchphrase. They tried for a while to get John Stamos.
Oh, really?
They tried for a while to get him to do a "Lord have mercy," but it never quite caught on. Wow. But you could tell they were trying to get it to catch on, but then they abandoned it. You know what I'm saying?
Do I hear a train coming in the station? Let's. I want to hear a catchphrase from one of you guys. Let's try it out tonight, but you got to do it the whole show.
Okay.
Dr. Drew, what are you feeling?
I'll have to think about it.
I'm gonna
take 2 pills and call me in the morning.
Yeah, why don't you do that one? I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to work in. You busted my behind.
Oh yeah! Wow! Oh,
yeah.
Well, how about this one, Dr. Drew? The doctor's in.
No, I guess it makes me sick.
No, that makes you sick. Okay.
I'll think of something.
How about this?
I'm a rapist.
Okay, I'm a rapist. That's good. All right, let's see. No sex drive. Peter, huh? Folks fight. Huh?
Take Peter.
All right.
And then Sean.
Oh, Dag, don't start spreading your breath around here.
Oh, man.
The belch. You're doing
for
it
God's
last
sake.
time.
Tried it. Sorry.
Oh.
You know what that is? That is Boca Burger. Well, I always got to go back. A lot of avocado, some non-fat yogurt, and of course, a couple glasses of my old
wine.
Cabernet. I got to rifle through the old cellar there, Dr. Drew. I have 1,300 bottles. That's 3 bottles a day for 1 year.
Well, Adam needs some medicine. That's his medicine. He'll come rate it.
Tell me about it.
Let me ask you guys something. Seriously, the belch, which I don't think I smelled the belch until
your own.
Huh?
Your own or somebody else's?
Anyone's.
Yeah.
My own. I don't think I smelled anyone else's until like 4 years ago, but now it's on the rise.
I think all your friends have gotten older.
Yeah.
As they
that
get
what it
older,
is?
stuff kind of percolates.
Well, you're brewing Applejack in the old tum-tum there, buddy.
There's patchlessness to the sphincter here at the esophagus. The stomach. It opens up, and you got a direct line to the stuff that's in your stomach
Less
for 4 hours.
farting, more belching over the last few years.
Less farting?
Hey.
No, I just mean that I've smelled.
Oh,
let's take a caller.
All right, you're right. Peter.
Yo, Adam.
20.
Dean Penis Corolla. Dr. Drew Pinsky. And David Alan Grier. How you guys doing?
What's up, baby?
I'm a rapist.
Dude, you guys have the biggest profound effect on me. I mean,
cool.
I'm the biggest. I've been listening for 8 years now.
Thank you.
It's sick. I mean, thank you. It's an honor. It's a real honor.
Thank you.
Do you wear your nasal CPAP? You should see Dag. He has to bring this thing with traveling with this huge mask that he pushes up in his nostril.
Really?
I can't really sleep with that, but I sleep if I get 4 hours with the old CPAP there.
Yeah. Oh, you have CPAP and nasal CPAP? You have both?
No, I have the CPAP. I have the whole
mask, the big mask.
Yeah, and it's hard to talk a lot of smack, when you got your honey bunny there. When you're like,
it looks like where they're going to put somebody out for anesthesia. They put a big thing. It's very sexy.
Let me say this, and I hope Dag, takes it in the spirit in which it's intended.
Oh boy, here it comes.
You're going to say something racist, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Well, it could be. It's a step away
my
from
shoes.
racist.
I think we've all seen.
I'm saying his nostrils.
We should be able to move air quite nicely. He's using our air.
You missed the whole point. It's behind.
His mouth is big, but the palate's big too.
Exactly.
Big, soft palate hangs back.
Oh, now who's racist?
That's what gives him all that resonance, all that deep quality,
keeps on
that wonderful singing voice.
I can't get enough air in my lungs.
And look at the tongue, too. That's a big tongue.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tongue.
Let's seal some baby.
And that's obstructing the air.
Next caller, Tyrone.
Let me just say this. It's like David was built to perform oral on a woman.
I
Huge tongue, massive nostrils.
Can I talk about this for a while? You're talking about the oral.
That
is an enjoyable experience,
and obstructed pathway. He has no.
I have a deviated septum. I have a small tongue.
Oh, please.
No, I'm just saying you
You should hear them complain.
Get down there and root around. Come on.
I can't
You better kick in because there's going to be a man who's going to. And he may be installing cable right now.
You know
what I like to do? I'm putting these cables together. I'd like to do something else.
Shut up. I got to talk to you. You're weird. You don't listen to me. So let's hear some babies. Next caller.
Right.
What's your dog's name?
Dave, you do the oral, right?
What's your dog's name? Oh,
Molly.
I love it. I love it.
He wants to know what you sound like.
What? Really?
Yeah, he's mentioned that to me a couple times. I'm a rapist.
Yeah.
You're a rapist?
And he wants to hear what you sound
Can
like.
I tell you? I can't tell you and be legal. I'm a filthy, foul pig. I'll put you.
What's it sound like when you're performing oral?
I talk a lot.
You talk.
Oh, while you're
performing.
do you do that?
No,
That is a talent.
She's watching.
You can talk while you're performing oral on a woman?
Now I must know.
Not because you may blow air in there, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I must
Air
know.
embolism.
Yeah.
There's such a thing.
Bad news is they're dead. The good news is you get anal.
Yeah, but you always want to say how wonderful they smell and taste. You never want to come up. I'm smelling pickles. What's your diet like?
Yeah, it's smart.
Get off of me! No, you always want to compliment.
Here we go. Come on.
No, I can't. I can't be illegal. I can't.
Be illegal.
Yeah, get FCC. Get tossed right up there. And
next caller, Tony.
And the girls are 13. Peter?
How dare you?
What's up, guys?
You're 20?
Yeah.
All right,
here we go.
What's your question?
Dr. Drew, right before we get into that.
Yes.
Dr. Drew, you're coming to my school,
DePaul,
like next week.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I have a.
Hold on, Drew, you're going out of town?
That's shocking, right? Is that shocking? Wait, hold on a second.
2 buses, a ferry, and what? A 5-mile walk.
He takes a dirigible. He gets dragged by an armadillo, and they pay him $8.
Hey, you guys in this hockey field, let's come on, buddy up and shoulder to shoulder. Let's see, they're right down the front.
Let's take some questions.
One night.
All right, go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, so Dr. Drew, what is it? What's that about? I mean, I got tickets, but I have no idea what.
You'll see.
You'll see. All right,
You'll see.
I can't wait. Is there any way I get you to sign a copy of your book?
Yeah, I'm sure afterwards. We'll do some sign.
Okay,
We'll do it during the show.
Is this the question?
Oh, he has a question.
Is that the question?
He makes my butt itch.
Wonderful.
Peter, do you have a question?
I have a question. I have a really good question. Well, I just want to know if the pill is going to boost or hurt my girlfriend's sex drive.
It depends what pill she takes, and it depends on her. If she takes the Depo shot, that's more likely to shut her down than anything else. The triphasic pills tend to be more likely to boost the sex drive a little bit, but for some women, they shut them down. So it's really just a matter of how she responds to it. In general, more estrogen, less progesterone tends to improve the sex drive.
That's not always true.
Not always true at all.
Tributals, don't they make the whole...
Well, sometimes the progesterone has an androgenic effect.
Well, you want to look at progesterones like that. I'm just saying sometimes the progesteroids makes the whole hobbyglidal kick back, and which causes a whole hyperbolic sexualization.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks a lot, guys.
Okay,
Sure.
All right, Drew, what's your catchphrase?
I'm a rapist.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Dag, do you have one?
You want a tango? Let's bossa nova.
Oh, that's good.
I'm trying that out. I'm going to try different levels, though.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. Yeah, there's the one where you've been injured. You've fallen off the roof trying to install your own satellite dish, and then when you're lying, and I think you're dead, and you say it. You want a tango? And that's when I know. Like when you say it, your ribs are cracked. Yeah. What would that sound like?
Or you can do the one where you go. It hurts.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's episode 1. We're going to take ourselves a little break. Dag, also known as my main man, is in studio tonight. He's going to be at the Ontario Improv
Ripping it up, baby.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Do not miss him. We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine is brought to you by the May issue of Playboy. Why feature a real Desperate Housewives pictorial in our annual baseball preview issue? Because like baseball, beauty is also a game of inches. 38, 28, 36 to be exact. The May Playboy on newsstands now.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Dag, also known as my main man,
What's
is in
up,
here
man?
tonight.
How you doing?
David Alan Grier is going to be at the Ontario Improv on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. That is this Thursday through Sunday at the Ontario. I've seen David do stand-up.
Oh, boy.
Hilarious.
Thank you
I got to
so much,
tell you.
Adam.
He's David's one of these guys. He's just super talented in whatever direction he wants to go in. He's gonna do a great job. And wants to do acting, he's good. Wants to do radio, he's good.
He was trying out for a theater part when he was in New York.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
But
thanks for bringing that up.
Too nice.
Wow.
But I was thinking it was a straight acting role, right?
Well, no, it was a musical version of The Color Purple, and I was trying out for the abusive husband.
Wow.
Like, I'm gonna whoop your butt today. Don't look at me. You know that.
Well,
kind
that's
of
my
stuff.
point was going to be. You need to sing.
How many blacks are they hiring? I mean,
Well, the whole show's better.
150,000.
Have you read a book? Have you read a book?
No, I don't.
Okay.
All I know
it's The Color
is
Purple, not the color the Wonder Bread.
I'm just saying I don't know the story. I just know musicals
all
traditionally
black
is
people.
one black guy,
All black
and you
people.
go up against 100.
And he
super
has
talented.
tap shoes and he's kicking high.
He's kicking high.
You really, I've seen you. I saw you on Life with Bonnie. Pull something singing and dancing together like in moments, and it's like, woohoo, that's serious.
And your
ability.
wife was there. Your beloved was there.
Yes.
She was like a
She was into
Van Halen groupie, man. She was all in a tizzy over Bonnie.
Oh, she loves that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
But the point is though that I was thinking to myself, that is talent. You got to like deploy.
Yeah.
You know, enough about me.
Yeah.
Let's save some kids. That's really why I come here.
Let me
come back to my roots.
I want to mention something that Dave is probably
boy.
going to get some use out of at some point in his life. Not now, maybe not. He's not ready to hear it now, but at some point. And just in general, Drew and I were at a wedding yesterday, and I thought to myself the whole time the ceremony was going on, I was thinking to myself, thank Christ I'm married, because I'm sitting next to my wife, and if she was my girlfriend, she'd be pissed off right now.
Yes.
Because if you've been dating someone for a few years and you go to a wedding, they're pissed.
Yeah.
And then later on, and I was just sitting there feeling like, no pressure, because normally there's that weird stuff. They're looking at you, weird tension, all that. The other thing is, then we ran into Amy, friend of ours, who works over here at the station. She's going out of town with her man. They're going to Europe. I think they're going to Paris or something.
Ooh.
They'd been together for a few years. She said, he may be. I said, oh, no. Listen, guys will travel with you. In his mind, it's not like I'm going out to pop the question. Guys don't think about that. Well, it ran through her mind. Some of her friends saw it. I'm telling you, guys
don't do that.
But let me say this, guys. If you're with a woman for a couple of years, or maybe it's just 6 months, but you're in your 30s or whatever, and you know she's looking to get married, you can't go out of town to Palm Springs or Santa Barbara or, for God forbid, Europe. You can't go anywhere. She's expecting the whole time that you're going to pop something. Yeah. You're totally oblivious. You're there to get drunk and and then drive back. See how the car ride is back from your romantic weekend in Idlewild or Palm Springs. Arms will be crossed. She'll be strangely silent. You'll be about 50 miles out of Palm Desert, and you do that. What's up? You're quiet. What's it? We had a great time.
You're so right.
Yeah, you can't go out of town.
Absolutely right there.
Don't do it. or propose, but don't go out. You can't go out of town.
That men are not being led to understand that at all.
They have no idea.
And women aren't honest about it.
And
the guys have no idea.
I tried to tell female friends. I told you I had a discussion with a female friend. She was really mad at this guy that she had a crush on. And I was like, well, why are you mad at him? Because he won't pay attention to her. I was like, okay, so does he know that you like him? He should know. He should just know.
Right.
Like, did you tell him? No, but he should know. And like, okay, so you didn't tell him. So he's supposed to read your mind and know that you like him. And now she was so angry she wouldn't go out with him because he hadn't asked her to go out with him in that time.
Yeah, think how little guys are aware of.
No, they don't. They know nothing. And women are like kids that way. They think you're supposed to know what they're thinking.
Yes.
If you really loved them. When you get married.
Whatever.
But when you get married, it's like if you really loved me, you would have known in my head what I was thinking.
But again, by the way, they're friends. They're ladies who lunch who fill their head with, he's going to pop the question. You guys are in Paris. This is going to, they start planting all those seeds. I'm just saying, what do you guys think of this? If you were with somebody for, let's say, 2-3 years, and, you're not 17, 18, you're in your 20s or 30s or whatever, and you say, we're going to Paris for a couple of weeks, and you're not going to ask them to marry you, should you have that conversation?
Before you leave.
Before you leave. Should you go?
No, it should go like this. It should go like, man, you're not going to believe this, but
I can't take you to Paris because it's only one person allowed. So I'm gonna have to go myself.
Oh, it's go
All
right, so that's the
only
Dag's
way.
right.
Only way.
Dag is right.
You can't get out of it. And another thing,
Would
Adam,
you have that conversation?
I would have lots of conversations about your planning around marriage. And here's my advice to women.
But when we
believe
go,
men when they say, I can't get married until
yeah, but
whenever.
talk about the future. I always talk about the future.
Would you say something, though? You know they're going to be PO'd all the way back from Paris if you don't do anything.
If you don't have to talk about Paris so much, it's continue to talk about, I'm not getting, marriage is not in the cards for me until.
But you know what, Adam? You got to train your bitch, man.
Until I'm 30, until I'm 35, whatever it is.
You got to bring them. You got to horse train them. You
got to train the bitch?
Yeah, that's right.
What do you do?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Yeah, like their eyeballs.
Put your hand up. Put your hand down.
You got to get out there and get your bitch spunk drunk.
There you go.
That's right.
That's right.
There you go. And another thing, guys, always go to a wedding, but you should go by yourself. Nothing gets chicks, single women, more horned up than being at a wedding. I've hooked up with the most legendary hookups in my life at long wedding weekends. You know, where you go away, everybody's got to book rooms.
Oh, yeah.
You're all there waiting, and there's like the pre-announcement cocktail hour. There's a champagne brunch.
Yeah.
There's
the toast, all the best man.
You can lay more pipe at a wedding weekend, saying stuff like, man, I wish that was us. I gotta go. Just that quick.
Just what it sounds like.
Oh,
all right, let's take some calls. Yeah, it's true. If your guy goes stag to a wedding, chicks are loaded and they're just receptive.
Yep, and be into it too. Like, shh.
Yeah.
Guys, come on. In the corner, hold it down, please.
And by the way, this is the time to talk about marriage when you're at a marriage and there's no way you're going to marry anybody.
Bingo.
Just
bingo.
You feel so lucky for the couple. You're so jealous of Brad. He gets Sharon so beautiful. You wish you find someone to settle down with.
Adam, that is my key. You know what I do? I practice reverse. I call it reverse romanticization. And that's a word, romanticization.
It is. How's it
You
go?
meet the chick. On the first date, you tell them, I love you. I want you to bear my children. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And from that moment on, it goes the other way.
Right.
So you're like, well,
you peak early.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Jade?
Yeah?
You're just telling something you're good at the way you...
Jade, you're 23?
Yeah.
What's up?
Not much. I'm an ex-corrections officer, and I used to work over at Lewis Prison in Buckeye, Arizona. And there was an inmate there who the elasticity around his rim gave out. I guess he was keystring too much or having too much anal.
You mean his anal musculature was no longer working?
Yeah. And they had
His
to,
sphincter lost his wink.
Did he have he had a prolapse then? His venous actually came out, right?
Yeah, it's gone. There's nothing there. My question is that normal? I mean, because, my husband, comes near me now, I freak out. I don't want him touching it because I'm afraid that my elasticity is going to go out.
Yeah, listen, this is what I've been saying, is that people somehow think that that's an
Well, this guy was bringing in balloons of heroin.
And taking in half of Aleme.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
Be that as it may, you can tear.
Guys were arranging their penises in his ass like they're putting flowers in a vase.
Nice.
You understand?
Yes, sure.
Multiple peni.
Adam and I had a long discussion about anal prolapse, in fact, yesterday at the wedding.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of vaginal prolapse?
Yep.
Do you have kids? Jay, do you have kids?
Actually, I do not.
You do not. Okay. Well, if a baby can come down out of your cooter and you're still receiving men with gusto, then you can pack a little fudge in the back there.
It's a little different anatomy.
Come on, she can let her husband get in there and get in a bad place and root around.
Let me put it to you this way: the vaginal canal is designed to take the fetus. The anal canal is not designed to take.
Okay, I know it's not designed to, but she can have a little fun back there.
Oh, I'm not saying.
And by the way, that's the best excuse I've ever heard in my life. And she is a corrections officer. One quick question, honey. Who's really in prison? You or the prisoner?
Oh, wow. Really? That is heavy.
Think about it.
That's heavy.
Right on the old canoodle.
So, Jade, yes, that can happen. It's not going to happen at a young age usually, but as people age, that kind of stuff happens automatically. And so my concern is with all these people engaging in anal sex, we're going to see lots more rectal pathology as people get in their 6th, 7th, 8th decades of life.
This week on rectal pathology.
Jade, you're not working as a correctionals officer anymore?
No, the hostage situation, my family kind of requested I leave that line of work. So.
Oh, really?
The hostage situation.
You had a hostage situation?
Yeah, in Arizona, there was the 2 officers that were held hostage by the 2 inmates. And when you're working mandatory overtime and you can't call home in time, and your family kind of freaks out a little bit.
Jay, at ease. Enough with the military talk. Right. Hey, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Did you ever, how many years were you
She's 23
corrections officer?
Quite a couple of years.
Okay. So did you ever, have interaction with a prisoner that you kind of had some feelings for?
You know what? Never. And I saw a lot of female corrections officers get compromised, and I did see it, but I never. They can't take
That's
me
why
out.
I say you never got compromised, right, man?
No.
Right.
That's wacky.
Right.
Jade, what you wearing now, darling?
Let me tell you.
Hold on, man. Jade, but baby, what you got on?
It's a khaki shirt, triple X.
Jade, what you got on? What you wearing right now, honey?
What am I wearing? I'm wearing a uniform. I'm actually at work.
So wait, Jade, these women can't maintain their boundaries, and aren't the people watching for that kind of thing pretty carefully?
Absolutely. There's a lot of people that and it starts out really small. Like, can I borrow your pen? Or can I, it starts out really small, and it just kind of gets
Can I
hard.
prolapse your anus? What I say? Well, I said I got feelings for you. Can I prolapse your anus? Oh, see, you tripping, baby.
Let me say this. Dag. That's why he's my main man, by the way. Okay, here's the thing you got to think about. These chicks.
What?
Spit his coke out.
It's funny. Come on.
Funny. Here's the thing about these correctional officers. First off, they're women. Often, they're not the belles of the ball. They wear those green. They wear those green Force Ranger pants, and they are packed into those goddamn things like they dove into them.
But even cute ones, you gotta. It's like being a policeman. There's good policemen, but for some, like correction, why would you want to be a corrections officer? You got to come in the room with some issues.
You're coming in with some issues, and usually there's. I don't want to say damaged goods, but a little. There has to be a little history. It's not head of the class, belle of the ball, and off to college. These are working women, and these are women who have to work because of whatever situation. A man dumped them. They have a couple of kids, whatever it is. So picture this. You're a woman, maybe you've been divorced a couple times, you're in your early 40s, you're not feeling like a spring chicken, and there's some dude with washboard abs who's 23 who's paying a ton of attention to you. You got a big ass. On the outside, you got no pull. Inside, you're a hot flower, you're a hot commodity.
A stripper friend of mine, she had this ex-boyfriend who stole a car. He stole a car? They gave him 5 years? All he did is steal a car. He didn't really steal it. He was in it. Really? Okay, he raped somebody. That's why. Anyway, he was in the joint. He called her 20 times a day. Oh, yeah, sure. Collect.
Oh, yeah.
What's that in the background, baby? No, you act like, it sounds like you got guests. Who's over there? Like, he was monitoring so hard. I was like, who has time?
Right.
That's all he did is call her. So they got time. They just sit all day.
And let me say this too. A lot of those Jews have a great rap. A lot of the prison filled with Jewish guys. Filled with Jews.
What I would do with you and my yarmulke.
And they do they gotta rap, those guys. They really do. You see them working out in the weight yards.
To prolapse your anus.
Oftentimes there's a brawl out in the yard between the between the moderate Jews and the Hasidim going at it. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jade. Is Jade still on?
Yeah. Jade, what's happening?
Hello?
Jade, you there?
She's fine.
There she is.
Jade?
Yeah.
So, were you ever, working with another female on the job, like a person that you could really vouch for? You never thought this woman would crack, and you just saw him just crumble up, fall in love with some knucklehead, and just...
I sure did. She actually married him.
That is beautiful. What was he in for?
I actually don't know, but he was in there for quite some time. He was an old-timer. He had an old number. And all they do is sit there and watch you. And she was watching him, or he was watching her, and he just.
Like, how old was he?
Listen,
how old was he?
He was in his 30s.
And how old was she?
She was in her young 20s. She was my age.
Was she hot? Was she hot looking?
I wouldn't say she was hot. I mean, I wouldn't do her, but I mean.
Oh, look out! Bingo!
Jade. But here's the deal. There was an article, I think it was the LA Times today, about marriages in prison.
Well, wait a second. Wait, I just want to know: did she marry him while he was still in, or did he get out and they got married?
You can get married when they're in.
She married him when he was still in. She got compromised and she fell in love and it's under
knock it off.
investigation and everything.
I'm a rapist.
Oh, okay. So
I like all the sexy talk.
She had to quit. So
she was compromised, and they had to do a strip search, and her anus got prolapse.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold on a second, Jade. Well, we got to take a break. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, hold on, Drew. I'm into this prison wedding and all that stuff too. I like being compromised.
But I wish
someone would
paper was
compromise
saying
me once in a
that
while.
it mellows these guys. It makes them better able to get out into the world.
Sure,
when the time
bet.
comes.
It makes them docile.
You got something to do, and also loving the unlovable. Come on,
Yeah.
dead man walking.
We'll take a quick break. David Alan Grier in studio tonight. Be right back.
And when we
after
come
this.
back, we're going to prolapse your anus.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
LoveLine is brought to you by the May issue of Playboy. Who are the best players in baseball today? Who will win the World Series? When you've got America's hottest desperate housewives in a tasty pictorial, does it even matter? Find all this and more in the May Playboy.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. That's Dr. Drew and Dr. Dag in studio tonight. David Alan Grier going to be at the Ontario Improv. That is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. Go there and see a bona fide celebrity. Not
And talent.
and talent, yeah, but not just some hack comic.
Dude, I changed my whole act, too.
Chris, can you turn Dag's mic down?
You don't even need.
way.
Here's the thing about Dag
nachos
too.
are delicious.
He doesn't need to do stand up.
I don't need no doctor.
He makes plenty of money.
Absolutely.
He does it because he's that good at it. And he loves it when the ladies show up. It's a good way to pick up chicks, right?
And Brea, trust me.
You're not going to Brea, they're going to Ontario, right?
Mm-hmm. You're going to Ontario.
That's what our thing says.
You're at the Ontario one.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You've said Brea numbers.
I said Ontario 6 times. You kept saying Brea.
They had
Fender guitars, blah, blah,
Trust
blah.
me, my agent constantly is like, David, what? You're supposed to be on a plane. You're going to Boston. I was like, oh, right, yeah, okay.
Oh, I thought it was Brea.
Yeah,
I was
right,
plane to Brea.
Right. Sorry.
Everything's Brea.
Ooh, sorry. Ontario Airport.
He's going to go on his honeymoon to Brea. All right, let's talk to Jade again. Jade was a correctionals officer who actually saw rectal prolapse firsthand. And
actually, what there was a patchless anus, I think, is a little bit different.
Now,
But
what's a patchless anus?
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds like a character, doesn't it?
Size of a mason jar.
Patchless anus.
Yeah. World's greatest.
Oh, really? And it never closes?
Patchless anus is like either a golf caddy from the turn of the century,
Yes.
black golf caddy, or the world's
A racehorse.
worst children's doctor.
Wow. Jade, baby.
Jade, you still there? Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
All right. So now, have you moved on to another prison, or have you gotten into other work?
I've gotten into other work. I'm still in the field. I'm still
Security.
in the criminal justice field, but no longer
What are you doing? What are you doing now?
I work for Armored Car Company.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Come on, let's.
All right. Good times. Drew wanted to talk about marrying prisoners, reading a big article on it. I have feelings about it.
I just said that, you and I have sort of yelled about that these people who've killed people are allowed to have conjugal visits and stuff, but this was sort of making the case that it helps these guys sort of re-enter the world if they're ever going to.
Yeah, but
you know what helps a lot more, calms them down? Freedom. Okay,
Yeah.
They can't have that either, Dr. Drew.
Yeah. And here's by the way, I'm not talking about guys who are in there for credit card theft. I'm talking about the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. He kills 13 people. He gets married in the joint.
Scott Peterson has got 10,000 letters.
Oh, forget about it.
They're not giving them to him, but 10,000 letters.
These guys, look, Tex Watkins, the Manson murderer, got married, crapped out a bunch of kids from inside the joint. All I'm saying is
Tex Ritter was a famous singer.
He was, yeah. He was John Ritter's dad. He was a cowboy singer. Good point, Dag. Now shut his mic.
Thanks a lot.
What if? And all the way, Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy got married and has a daughter from inside
Get
the
outta
joint.
here. Does he really?
Yes. They never talk about it. All I'm saying
Are you
is,
kidding me?
No, here's what I'm saying. If you were the parents of a victim, and Ted Bundy, it's not like he rolled through Mexico killing old prostitutes. Right. He took 13-year-old schoolgirls, tortured.
College age.
No, he went young, too. He went down to 13.
That really wasn't.
He focused on the college-age girls. Yeah. That's true. But he dipped down into the teens, the young teens every once in a while, took pliers to them, effed them, and then killed them. This guy's now pumping away from inside the joint?
Without pliers.
No pliers. He can't get an erection.
Hey, let's save some babies. Come on, Adam.
If you're the parents, Drew. If you're the parents of that child, what? You can't stop vomiting?
No, yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, and you got those ACLU homos going. It's his right.
There's one way you could do. If you're the parent of a victim, you always get some pliers and go to Ted Bundy's parents, torture and kill them. Is that the kind of world you want?
No,
Adam?
we want to go after the ACLU guys.
Is that the kind of? Is that what you want?
No.
Okay, let's save some babies. Next caller, Tina, 12.
I got a way to get him out of the prison, and it's in a box.
Wow.
That's how it should work. You're not going anywhere. You've killed 25 people.
He's been put to death, right? Didn't they put him to death?
Because thank God he went to Florida. The only
and
smart
he blamed
thing they
his
do.
lunacy on pornography.
Doesn't matter. He's gone. The point is Richard Ramirez, who killed 13 people by busting into their, raping old women and strangling them. He's still enjoying himself on some of California's most primest real estate, by the way. And he's married.
I'm against the death
penalty. Yeah. We cool? That's good? Yeah.
Jimmy, who's the guy, the church guy? Exactly. Next caller.
Jimmy Fallon. We'll take a quick break. Yeah. We'll be right back with the Great Dag after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
If you need help,
call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew Dag, also known as my main man, in studio tonight.
I'm a Cancer.
Dag's always a great guest, and we always look forward to him showing up on the show.
Hey, can I put a plea out for something? I want to apologize to you. This has been going on so long, but it's almost completely done.
Go ahead.
And I didn't think it would go on and on like this, but I need a couple who's recently married just to document how their sex life is. Just to document, not to look at problems with it, but just to compare it to how it is with single people. Okay, I'm done.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Cool. Did everybody hear that?
Let me just say, Chris, if you get a frog in your throat, just pot your mic down, would you, brother?
Yeah. Sorry about that, buddy.
Sorry for that, Drew.
Sorry about that. Did I not press that button?
No, that was Chris. That was Chris.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Ooh, boy, Brad improv there.
Horrible improv. Not listening.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually, not really improv.
Hey, I dropped that ball.
Preferably
you know what I mean?
LA area.
You know what I mean? I didn't take that one to the hole.
Yeah.
I guess my anus is prolapsed.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sean?
yes, and not only that, but. Come on, bro.
Wow.
And when I say Ontario improv and you say Brea improv, you just say,
Shut
Oh,
that's nice.
Sean?
That is nice.
Sean,
you're 19?
Yo.
Sean.
What's up?
What's happening?
What's happening?
All right, here's the deal. I'm a stand-up comic.
Mm-hmm.
19.
And most of my material is revolved around me being a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
However, this last Friday night, that was changed.
Mm-hmm.
So
In what way?
Huh?
In what way? What happened?
I lost my virginity.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so now my material's all my callbacks, all my premises are basically revolving around that. I want to know...
In 1 week? In 1 week you change your whole act?
In one day. One hour.
Day. Well, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Give me your best. Okay, give me your best virgin joke. Okay, pre-banging.
Yeah.
Make it short. Best. This is the one that killed every night. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to laugh? Well, Dingleberries, Ontario is proud to present our featured performer. Give it up for Sean!
How's it going? Yeah. Man, you know what sucks? Being a virgin. I couldn't even walk down the street anymore because the payment got late before I did.
Let's hear it for Sean. Come on, Dingleberries. You can do better than that. Scene. Okay, now, you just had a good banging.
Hold on a second. The pavement got laid before I did?
Let's not lay.
The bricks got laid, I think.
I want
the
to hear
bricks and the pavement got laid.
I want to hear.
Right, the pavement could have been laid a year ago.
Yeah,
right?
laid whenever.
All right,
in 1700.
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right,
Sean.
This is pre or post?
Sean, let's bring you back up again to Dingleberries, all right?
Is this pre or post, Adam?
No, this is still. I want your 3 best virgin jokes in a row.
All right.
We're going to break in between?
Right. Does he need an intro or you just want to go in there?
Bring him back to Dingleberries.
We're going to give you the Def Jam intro. Are you ready to... Cut the music. DJ, cut the music. Are you ready to laugh? All right, everybody. Give a Def Jam welcome to my main man, my homeboy, all up in it till he win it. Go, it's your stage.
All right, how's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. All right. Oscar Wilde said, "A half-filled audience is hell. Welcome to the friggin' 10th level."
Oh, no, you didn't.
What? He dropped the F-bomb. So
Yes.
I like the Oscar Wilde intro.
Yeah.
It was heady. It's heady.
Yeah, it was.
It's heady, but then he stumbled over the second part.
His timing. He's working on his timing a little bit.
They didn't get to the virgin. I wanted the virgin stuff.
And you sounded really nervous, even on the phone.
You know what was funny, though? He was playing the audience. I thought he was going to ask where you're from.
Right.
He's playing the audience in the only arena where there actually is no audience he can communicate with. It's a half-full audience he pictured. By the way, that's low self-esteem when someone yells, "We're bringing it out. We're bringing out the Apollo. Give big Apollo welcome to," and you walk out and see half-filled audience. That's just horrible self-esteem. All right, so he dropped the F-bomb.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask this. And David...
hit me with the tough questions. Go ahead.
You must feel fantastic that this guy's so horrible being a stand-up yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, you do.
I don't.
What if he was hysterical, this 19-year-old from Little Rock?
It makes Adam feel great.
Yeah.
I would be, I performed with Dave Chappelle was like the middle. He was 18 years old, like 10, 12 years ago. Longer than that. It was 91, this is 2005, 92, 91, 92 at Caroline's. And he was fully formed. Really, really, really funny. There's no way that you would have watched him then and said, this is an 18-year-old kid.
Hold on a second, Drew. Dave Chappelle's a black comedian. Keep going.
I'm sorry.
Keep going.
Let me revise that. Let's put in a
name like Chappelle?
All right,
Frenchman.
Adam, when I pause, I want you to throw in a name of a Negro that Dr. Drew will know. I once performed with
Lionel Richie.
Like 12, 15 years ago, and no one thought he was funny because, when
Bill Cosby
says a joke, everyone laughs. He wasn't as funny as
Colin Powell.
Slappy White.
I like the Black Mad Libs.
Black Lips.
It would be good. You should do that out on the Ontario Improv stage. You just do Black Libs, which is
those girls in Brea. They're great.
You just tell the filthiest story you can. And everyone just yells out the only black guy they ever know, and you'll get Washington Carver, who was pulling the 3-way with these bitches, and you'll get it'll be awesome. Yeah,
guys, let's. I want us to buckle down, hands in the middle. Come on,
all right, let's focus. We got to refocus.
Hands in the middle. Save some babies. Go. Have a good second half. Let's go. Come on,
Sean.
Yeah.
You dropped the F-bomb, so we had to put you on hold for a while. All right, now look.
Sorry.
I'm going to ask you.
That wasn't my best one. I'm sorry.
All right, hold on. No.
Oh, Sean.
Don't apologize. Just give me your 3 best virgin jokes. No build-in this time. No Apollo lead-in. Just give it to us.
Right.
You ready?
Here we go. And here we go.
Here we go.
Go.
All right. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there's a teacher in Chicago who offered her student money, alcohol, and marijuana to have sex with her. Can you believe that? I would have done it for free.
All right, that's one.
All right.
Yeah. This kid's funny.
You say have sex with a hot chick for free.
Yeah.
2. Number 2.
You know how he ended up on a high note? I do it for free.
Right.
Nice.
All right. Number 2. It's a good joke.
I was watching Friday the 13th movie the other day, and I got to say, Jason had to be on some drugs. Think about it. A dude wearing a mask running through the woods chasing women. Jason sitting on a stump somewhere going, This is awesome. Jason wasn't a bad dude. He was just on a bad acid trip. Any one of us could do the same thing.
Wow.
You know, in those movies, everybody has sex dies.
Yeah, right.
I'm the only survivor.
Yeah, the virgin.
All right, that's three.
That's good.
That's three. I'm getting a little.
Right.
Can I throw one down? Because now I'm feeling it. Have you ever noticed like? No, wait.
You got it.
Wait, hold
Come
on.
No, that's fine.
You know what I noticed? when you eat cheese doodles and you get that cheese doodle dust on your finger, the orange cheese. What's up with that? That's my time, y'all. Yeah. Enjoy Pauly Shore. I'm about.
That's good.
Love you, Bray. Ontario.
That's right.
Damn. How did you like that?
Yeah, that was
excellent.
Good.
Wait, let me hit you one more. Which one more?
Do one more. Do one more. Do another eating one.
Oh, it's better. Oh, I forgot.
All right, but still, that's funny.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get it. Oh, wait. Oh,
no. Jason's a good follow.
Do one of these. Okay, we'll get to Jason. I'm just saying, do one of these. Like, imagine if the president was black jokes.
Oh,
I mean, those are funny.
Right. What's up with that, man? Everybody watch the press conference? Oh, yeah. Next question. Yes, so President Bush. It's all straight. Imagine if like a brother, was president. Hey, what's up? Man, what you asking me them questions for? Can I prolapse your anus? That's my time. I'm about. Thanks a lot. Peace. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Thanks, man.
Jason?
Hello?
What's happening? You're 18. You have a question for Dag?
Yeah, definitely. I was wondering, how did he get started in the whole comedy scene?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did you start? Like, did you just like drop out of school?
No, he went to Yale.
Next caller. He
went to the Yale School of Dramatic Arts.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't start. I was a class clown. I was a class clown.
Wait, tell me your pedigree, though.
I wanted to be an actor.
And you went to University of Michigan, right?
I went to University of Michigan.
And then?
I own a Bachelor of Arts in Radio, Television, and Film. I was in a lot of plays then. That's not all. I then went to Yale Drama School and received a Master of Fine Arts. Yeah. That's when I started doing comedy.
It's like,
that's when I started.
Like the whole class clown thing doesn't really work out with like school, and like doesn't really balance well. Like you can't really excel at school if you're a clown, So
one time I got kicked out of class. Class is like 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. I got kicked out 4 times. That's like once every 10 minutes.
In the same class?
Yeah, from one class.
Wow. High school, though?
No, it was elementary school.
Oh, right.
And this Mrs. Von Otten was her name. And
was that over at Cas Tech?
No, Schultz Elementary School, dude.
Wow.
She had suffered a stroke, but she survived it. And she would sneak up on you and smack you between your shoulder blades, like right at the base of your neck with all of her. That's when you could whoop ass. She would go, bam! And knock you out. And
Cas Tech don't take no jab.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cas Tech don't take no 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend over, man. Go stick it in. Bend over. Crack slap. All right.
What?
Well, that's the real lyrics.
That was the part we didn't get last time.
All right. Next caller. Let's save some babies. That's how I started, though, brother. Get out there.
Baby. David?
But the comedy thing is not part of Yale School of Dramatic Arts.
It's not part of anything. It wasn't until Living Color got on. Like, I had comic friends, Keenan I knew, and I knew Robert Townsend, who introduced me to all those guys, and we'd hang out in these comedy clubs, and I started doing spots, they call it. That's, well, I'll let Adam tell you my business phrases. Yeah. Adam, you want to pick up on, what's a spot?
Well, he would come in and do 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Well, you don't start like that. You
don't start off at 20.
Yeah.
Open mic night.
Oh, yeah.
People knew him, by the way, back then.
Looks like he's in pain.
Well,
it was horrible.
This is my showbiz voice.
Adam did that twice and then never did stand up again.
Well, that is, if that's not hell, man. You stand in line with crackheads, homeless people.
Yeah. They knew me as the white Tommy Davidson, which I didn't take
because you got so much energy, man.
I think that's what it was.
I see stuff.
They call me that. I don't know why.
Next caller.
David?
Sir.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
19?
Nothing but guys.
What's up? Yeah, we're the chicks. Go ahead, David.
First of all, I just wanted to say how much I adore all three of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much, I got a problem with my farts.
Mm-hmm.
Very much. You can relate with me, Adam. They are.
No, Adam's actually jealous.
Yeah, I am, because my farts don't smell bad.
Oh, really?
Who told you that?
Now, they make a lot of noise, and I have had some...
When he wallops a punch, watch out. But most of the time,
yeah. Well, who stunk out that old chair in the other studio? Because that one had butt fumes embedded in it.
He actually gets the stuff into the soundboards
working in Underoath.
Dude, I'm not kidding, man. I was like, I washed all my clothes. I was like, this cannot be admitted from my fundillo.
Well, let me ask this, Drew.
Yeah.
You, for instance, have a
potential
more potential than I do in the anus department.
You test it with the bacteria that live in your colon.
Right. Now, I pop out. Here's the thing. 1 out of every 35 farts of mine has a little punch to it. You're more like 1 in 3.
Right? Yeah, my deal is if it's coming, it's coming. Your thing is you can come, lots of noise, lots of air, and then nothing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he'll get on a roll one night. So watch out.
Well, I hate to digress, but you know the therapist who's the hooker on the side? I want to meet you. I really
The one we called here that one time?
Yeah. Well, she called twice.
Were you on the show that night?
No, but I was listening.
No, she
called twice.
Why do you want to meet her? It's a very disturbed person.
Therapist, hooker lady, please, I would love to meet you.
Why?
I just want to bring her up on stage and talk to her. I'd like to interview her.
Oh, you got a bit planned?
Something's wrong with that.
No kidding.
Did you ever see her, though? There's something dingy. I don't buy
Dag's
that whole
attracted to her.
I am. Call me Knucklehead Johnson.
You don't think that she's doing it, or
either she's not hot, she's missing a limb. I mean, the way she's painting is like, I look like Mary Tyler Moore. I give BJs on the weekend, and I heal people during the week. It's cool.
People that have been abused or have been through some heavy trauma just really don't perceive some of the things that you're supposed to perceive.
I have it all under control. Hello.
Yeah, when you're supposed to be maintaining boundaries for people.
Yeah. I don't do it all at the same time. I'm not stupid.
5 minutes ago, we were talking about my beloved farts.
Yes,
and
go ahead.
then we got to David.
Next caller.
All I'm saying
Anderson,
is
come on.
Drew, do people have bacteria in them, and that's about it?
That's what lives there. That's just like, the vaginal flora lives in a certain ecosystem.
Yes.
That's your colon, too.
Yeah.
And if you give one that you have bacteria that will produce methane, they'll produce.
There's nothing you can do to change that.
Not that antibiotics.
What about those pills? They had these pills at Breath Assure or something.
Yeah, it didn't do a damn thing, really.
I got something. It just hit me. Adam, write this down. Get your pencil out.
I got it out.
Bud Assure.
Bud Assure.
Bud Assure.
It has all the health benefits of margarine.
I think Anasure will probably be a little bit more.
Anasure and Anasure. They never say Anasure.
Anasure.
Okay.
Anasure, and it looks like what? A bullet.
Suppository.
Bam.
Right up.
Reduced risk of prolapse.
There you go.
Now,
your anus will not prolapse with Bud Assure.
Now that makes your farts smell good, like if you have a big date or something.
It's like a mint. It's a mint that goes on the other end.
Or you can do flowered flavor, coffee, if you want to be manly, tobacco.
Tobacco.
Peppermint. Let's be serious.
That's nice.
That'd be nice.
Drew, would that work?
No.
Okay. All right. Are we done with David?
Oh, man,
but it's an interesting idea.
Come on, let's market it. Let's put it on the website and see if people buy it. Like the erection growing pills.
They'll buy it.
Maria?
Bud Assure.
Maria?
Hello?
You're 16?
Yep.
What's up?
Oh, wait, let me put it on speaker. All right.
Speaker?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, sorry. Saturday, me and my parents were out, and they just had a big fallout. Like, my dad was telling me about how my mom had affairs, and my mom was telling me how my dad was abusive. And they're on the brink of divorce, and I don't know whether I should tell them, to get back together or to just...
All right, are you the only child?
There's, 4 other kids.
And how old are they?
They're, 13, 12, 9, and 8.
They should stay together.
Can I ask a question? Have you ever heard them arguing like this before?
Occasionally. When they would take it somewhere else so we wouldn't listen.
Well, hey, Maria, urge them to get some marital counseling, some professional help.
I am. Yesterday when they had their big fallout, I was the referee. I'm sitting there yelling at my dad, you're 40 years old, you should know what you're doing. I'm telling your mom, you shouldn't be messing with other guys. What are you doing?
Maria, but this is a disaster for you. This is not, you do not deserve to be the parent. I know you've got a couple of infants fighting here.
She's 16 now, 2 short years before Dave swoops in.
You're not kidding. We're gonna have to ask you. We're gonna have to ask you to leave your number so we can monitor.
Because this is one of Dave's.
Yeah.
Because I'll be calling in 2 years.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know because it's they're both really unsatisfied with the relationship and everything.
Look, they believe me. They will find more people to have chaos and unsatisfying relationships with. The fact is, there's 5-7 people involved here.
But she
keep
doesn't,
this family together.
Wait a minute, Drew. you're talking to her like she's one of the parents.
No, what I'm saying is, let me get to the next part.
Give her an eating disorder.
No, you're absolutely right. So, Maria, all you can do really is take care of yourself.
No, for
so
one of the factors that they're staying together is because they have kids. They want to make
I know. They should keep the family together, but they need to get some help in doing it so it doesn't devolve into some sort of horrible situation. So really urge them to get help. Tell them on behalf of those kids, please get some professional help, and then you take care of yourself, not them.
And at least tell them the next time when they argue, they should not do that in front of you or the kids because they're damaging you.
Yeah.
That's what I told them. Like yesterday, I told them, oh, I don't want to be a part of this. I shouldn't be the one telling you guys not to fight. And I'm going to tell the kids not to listen to you guys and to tune you guys out when you guys are fighting again. And yesterday, I suggested that they do counseling.
Good, Maria. But you need to help yourself, too. Get a lot of good friends
Maria,
around you.
You sound like you're really intelligent. You really have it together. And I want to compliment you on that. But just put this in your little change purse. If you ever screw up, Mama's got a loaded gun. Oh, well, I guess I didn't screw up as bad as you and Dad did. Arguing in front of me when I was a little kid.
That's right.
Always bring that in the hip pocket.
Hold on, Maria. Look, I'm telling you, get involved with your friends. Get involved with school.
Take care of yourself, please.
You're not a marriage counselor.
Not them.
You're still a child.
I have a high grade point average, and I'm already.
No, I know, but
good. Go far away to college.
Don't be busy being perfect for everybody else. Take care of your own needs.
Ontario.
Yeah. Oh,
don't go far.
Oh, the parents that start spilling stuff onto the kids.
Retarded.
Your mother's a whore.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, at least I'm not a junkie.
I went out with. I won't even go.
Come on.
When I was in high school, I went out with this girl. She was like my girlfriend. I was 16. She was 15. She was like, you want to come home for lunch? And I was like, sure. Beautiful house. We're sitting down and we're eating. And the dad, I was like, oh, hi, how are you, Mr. So-and-so? I was like, nice to meet you, son. And the wife, my girlfriend's mom says,
playing it as white anyway.
Check it out. My
Sounds like the president.
Well, I'm gonna do the black version.
Okay, got it.
But the mom says, "Honey, do you want some sauce? No, do you want some salt?"
To the husband.
Yeah, and he turns. Everything was cool. He turns. He goes, "I can't even repeat the expletives." He was like,
"It should have been here in the first place. You leave me at the table. There's no salt. Give me the salt."
And it turns. And I was like,
"Oh my god!
Oh my god!" Nobody flinched. It was her, me, her sisters. She brought the salt, sat down, we ate, and we split. And to this day, I've never in my life seen something like. They got a divorce after that, but this dude was crazy.
Well, maybe it was just a ploy to get you out of the daughter's life.
Right,
because
No, she came out of the closet. She came out of the closet a year later. No, she came out of the closet a year later. Lesbian. She loved black dykes. She, she was one of the best.
You have a way about that, don't you?
Yeah. Well, she was one of the best crazy girlfriends I've ever had in my life.
Oh, and
she went on to Harvard.
You are
and this is the girl we talked to, and we talked to that girl while she's at Harvard. I'm just stripping because I needed some extra money. It's not a big deal. It's not. What's the big deal? I needed the money.
Yeah, I plan on being a therapist. Hold on, and a hooker.
Yep. All right. Let's take ourselves a little break. Drew, when suitors start coming around wanting to date your daughter,
I'm going to do all kinds of weird things.
Do a personality test like they do at Scientology, man.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, Drew will.
I got some. What
a nightmare.
And it's always loaded, dude.
Yeah.
In other words, they can't pass.
Oh, no kidding.
You say, you know what? I'm going to give you the keys to my car.
I'll show my daughter. Here's the graph, honey.
You guys can spend the night. All you got to do is do my 10 questions. If you score high enough, there's the keys to my car, and we'll let you use the house.
You know what would be really funny is if I got hold of the kid first. I put an IFB in his ear. We just put a little speaker thing in his ear, and Drew, he'd be coming in, and he'd be like,
"Hi, Dr. Drew."
"Hi, Dr. Drew," and he'd be like, "What's your GPA?" "None of your goddamn business, Poindexter."
None of your goddamn.
You be the kid.
How you doing, Dr. Drew? How you doing, Mr. Drew? I would like to prolapse the anus of your daughter. Where you going, man? What did I say?
No, Drew, you ask him, and I'll be in his ear.
David, what do you study now? Are you in high school or college?
Studying how to kick the white man's ass.
I'm studying how to kick the white man's ass.
That's very nice. What religious persuasion are you?
Why don't you quit pushing, honky?
Why don't you quit pushing, honky?
Oh, I see. Did you finish high school?
You're going to give your daughter an eating disorder. You want to give me one too?
What? Huh?
It'll break down on the IFB.
I'm going to give your daughter something to eat on. Oh, wait. What'd you say? Yo. Let me get back to the group.
Meet me the van. Meet me the van.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
No, meet Adam. Meet Adam in the van. No, come to the driveway.
Get on out.
Leave.
Okay, then.
No, repeat what I'm saying. Don't repeat what I'm saying.
Don't repeat what I'm
saying.
saying.
Come to the van, you idiot. Is that what it sounded like? All right. We're going to take a little break.
I see it now. I can see it. Right. It's coming together.
Dag, otherwise known as David Alan Grier.
LoveLine the movie.
Otherwise known as my main man in studio tonight. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine.
Okay, wait. My hair.
We'll be right back.
Everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. David Alan Grier.
What's up, man?
My main man in studio tonight. He's going to be at the Ontario Improv Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Shut up!
4 big days out there.
You know, Adam, before we continue on with our healing, I just want to do a shout out for a second and thank probably the hardest working men and women in the universe. I'm talking about the California Highway Patrol. They just do a wonderful job, and I just wanted to thank each
we got
and
to
every one
translate
of them.
this.
Dave's been pulled over a few times.
He had a kilo of heroin or something.
They are the most fabulous, hard-workingest guys, especially along Highway 5 between here and San Francisco. They're the best of all times.
How about those signs bragging how many tickets they've handed out in certain areas?
Over 1,000 tickets a month.
Yeah, that's nice. And it would have been 1,500 if they gave Dave his.
Right. Yeah. Oh, how dare you?
But they let him off.
How dare you?
Yeah.
You get sucked into it. It's like a gateway drug. You just...
Speeding?
Yep.
You on your motorcycle?
Oh, no. I'm on my big... I'll call it my house. My house. You know, I got the DVD going. I got everything.
Let me say this, first off. When traffic permits... Isn't it time we raise the speed limit when traffic permits? I mean,
how long? How far? How fast?
Here's what I'm saying, Dave. You like a fine automobile.
I certainly do.
You look back at the cars when the speed limit was set in the 70s or the 60s or whatever. I mean, my mom drove a VW Squareback the whole time I was a kid. The thing had drum brakes all the way around. The thing started to shimmy when you broke the 55 mile an hour speed limit or barrier, she called it. It had a 4-speed. The tack, when you got to 70, the tack was up about 5,500 RPM, smoke barreling out of the thing. And if you had to stop, each wheel would take turns locking up, being pulled right, being pulled left. I mean, now... if you take a bone stock Corvette, the thing has like ZR rated tires, it's got the McPherson suspension, it's got everything has a smart active 4-wheel drive, everything. Car gets lower as it goes faster. I mean, you can drive to anti-lock brakes, airbags everywhere, crush zones, just the way the car handles. I mean, you're driving one of these old cars. If you had to swerve around a deer or something, you're just rolling.
So, in other words, you're saying no speed limits because technology will stop us. Hold on there. Is that what you're saying? Because I'd like to rebut that.
No, speed limits
yes or no? Is that what you're saying? No, just say yes or no, because I have something to say.
Yes or no?
Okay, well, now I'm Adam Carolla, okay? Hey, I want to stop war, Dr. Drew. So why don't we just strap bazookas on our foreheads, everybody in the world walking around? You're not going to mess with me now because I'll blow my bazooka in your face. No more war.
I'm a rapist.
Huh? Does not work. You want to tangle? Let's bossa nova, baby.
All right, let's bossa nova. Here's what I'm saying. Airplanes 50 years ago, airplanes went 300 miles an hour. Now they go 550 or 600. Why? Because they can.
Right.
Can I? You know safer. What? That is so asinine. We have spaceships, Adam. Spaceships that go where? To outer space. And you know what happens?
Couple I'm looking for them. Married couple for Discovery Health Channel, not for the show, but Discovery Health Channel. Anyway,
we got spaceships.
Chris, again, turn your head and pot your mic down if you feel you have to cough.
Well, I'm into my rant. Okay.
Right.
I mean, we got. My God.
Watch out. Oh, no.
He sprays.
Turn your head. Oh, thank God he's asleep.
Okay, he's awake again.
I couldn't follow through.
I watched a film last night where David Alan Grier got it on with a midget. It was awesome.
Really?
What film was that, pray tell?
He was wearing a wig.
Hey, whoa. I'm going to go
Pink
now, 'cause
suit.
I gotta go.
What was it called, or was it just footage from Chuck Berry?
Okay, it wasn't a pink suit.
Shakes the Clown?
No, it was called Tiptoes.
Really?
Bridget the Midget. I
really got it on with her.
banged her on a glass top table.
Really?
Gary Oldman was in this.
Played a midget.
Kate Beckinsale.
What year?
It was just like 3 years ago. Matthew McConaughey was in it.
Wow.
Why did I do it? Well,
No, why did
because,
they do it?
Dude.
I could understand. Matthew
The
McConaughey.
dude, he gave me this Little Richard wig, and I was like, maybe this is a good thing.
Who gave you that wig?
The director, and he's like, I play this guy who's like a bad version of Sammy Davis Jr., but he has this fetish for
smell.
I swallowed most of it in the chunky parts.
Please do. And don't fart it out.
So we're there. We have our clothes on, and then we're doing the simulated banging. And I had no idea that Bridget was actually a porn star.
Mm-hmm.
She is. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Bridget the Midget.
Oh yeah, I've seen her work since then. And so it's like they have a film crew, then they have 2 video cameras, then they have like tons of people there. Gary Oldman's behind me, and they go action. And so I actually started getting aroused. Now, first of all,
how are you dressed?
Well, I had a cape on, a big wig, and the pants down, nothing touching because we're clothed, and it was shot from behind. But I'm telling you, something's happening down there. And I'm like, at first I was mortified. Then I was surprised because with all these people.
You would be surprised.
And
you've asked this question. No one has ever honestly answered
I
this. I
swear to you. And at that point, I looked down and at this little person, and she's wonderful. She's a wonderful person, and I just shut it down, Dr. Drew, like an astronaut. I was like, all systems shut down, please, immediately shut down, abortion. Oh, yeah, and it all shut down, and we got through it.
Were you wearing underpants?
Yeah, I was wearing underpants. I turned around, and Gary Oldman was laughing so hard, tears were rolling down his face. And I was walking back to my trailer, and she goes, "God, I never thought I was gonna F David Alan Grier." And she walks away, Bridget. And I was like, "Hey, wait a minute, that was a film. That didn't happen."
She was walking back to Barbie's Corvette.
Little baby steps too.
Wow. Hey, Anderson, did you enjoy the movie?
Oh, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it was bad.
No, you know what? Yeah, it was good. David was great in it.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right.
Anderson,
but Gary Oldman played a midget. That was awesome.
Yeah, and they didn't use special effects either, though.
He walked around on his knees the whole time.
Yep.
Really?
I heard he tried to block the release of it. It was at Sundance last year.
Wow.
Did
he really try and block the release?
That's what I heard, because they took the movie away from Matthew Bright, the director, who's a good friend.
Is that what happened? Because it was not a Matthew Bright film, as far as I could tell.
Well, because it was recut, and he tried to protest. But, enough about my carear.
Right. Well, let's see it.
If you want to ask me more questions, why don't you come down to
Look forward to Bewitched.
I think I saw that on the airplane, by the way. Elise?
Yeah.
You're 21?
I am.
What's up?
Oh, I don't fall asleep on you guys. Yeah, there's some personality going on this show tonight.
Yeah. You're not used to that, are you?
Evidently not enough to keep you
I
awake.
listen every night. This is one of the best ones. You guys are
one of the best ones? Interesting. Not the best one, just one of the best ones?
Killers were a lot better. Anyway. Go ahead. I beg your pardon. I say that.
Issue is, I went out to dinner with a good friend of mine tonight, and she's telling me that she has never, ever had an orgasm. She's 21, too. And, so I was kind of just, curious, because I've never heard that from anybody. Now, the thing is, any woman can have an orgasm, right? But not every woman can have orgasm through sex?
No. Here's the way it breaks down. Most women cannot have orgasm with sex. Some women, like a small percentage, maybe 5% or so, have great difficulty having orgasm at all for a variety of reasons.
They maybe 20% under 25.
Under 25, it gets much higher. Under 22, it gets much higher.
What about the multiple orgasms?
And then there's about close to 10% that take them all away from everybody else. That have multiple orgasms
from the butt.
Dag his women always pay off like a slot machine because they're crazy. He only hooks up with the crazy ones.
That's not true. I've been with some of the best women in the world.
By the way, Dr. Drew, chick, it's a humbling experience in the set.
By the way,
my brother.
Doctor, I just wanted to know, how long have you had a vagina? Because you seem to know every damn thing. Yeah. This is this, there's there. You don't ever want to touch your boobies when you're down in your stinky spot. How do you know, Mr. Smartass?
That's right. He makes it
sick of it.
David makes a very valid point, Drew.
And
How do
he's
you
all
respond?
cool. He's all cool about, well, the outer labia are what's known as the screen door to your love box.
Yeah. He thinks his poop barely stinks. And I say, a lot of people say he thinks
Look
his
at the way
poop
he's sitting.
doesn't
It's
stink,
radio.
but
Look at him. You are like Mr. Big Shot.
I'm twirling.
Look at that.
All right, Drew, how do you respond to whatever
my
Dag
poop does
said?
stink. My poo does stink.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Elise...
I'm a rapist.
It needs to, Elise needs to just tell her friend that
women that have difficulty, need a medical assessment to see if maybe there's some medication or some thyroid bar or something else that might be going on hormonally, if it's just she's cycling normally, this sort of thing. That's number one. Number two is we found through not actually owning a vagina, but talking to many women this show, that those that have difficulties tend to sort of come online and they're in an intimate relationship. It's very difficult for women to masturbate sometimes. They can't find that sort of intimate biology.
One-night stands are
But
tough.
you have to let go. I think a lot of it, especially for younger women, you got to relax, feel comfortable, feel safe.
But think about how kind of weird. Think of as a male,
right?
That doesn't really pertain.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not sure it pertains that much to women. It's so much as feeling a certain way. It's not so much, relaxation is part of it, but it's also sort of feeling, it's some sort of thing that doesn't
an emotional connection.
Yeah, it's a connection with a process that isn't like intellectual. You can't sort of describe it. Or
not to digress, but this is man at its lowest. So I'm watching like Real Sex or whatever, and they're like, on a porn shoot, and they have these guys who are like porn actors, and the guy's like, so sir, you're straight? And he goes, yeah, absolutely. I'm here with my chick. Just gonna do this scene. Now the scene is him pounding this other guy in his butt.
Another guy?
Oh, yeah. And so they show the scene. The girl is there, ringside. Go, baby, go. I see you. I love you, too. Cut. And they're like, okay, so you said, yeah, it's like a part. It's like I'm acting. I'm just a guy. Yeah, I'm like everybody else. Doesn't mean I'm gay. And the really flaming directors behind the guy going, I don't know. Yeah, absolutely.
Real sex is something me and my scrotum have high hopes for whenever it comes on, but it always turns into some weird swingers thing in Florida with a bunch of ugly chicks running
who
around.
Are 50.
It's just a disaster.
Oh, yeah.
There's no beat. Let me say this too. There should be a rating system for masturbation.
Yeah.
Whereas instead of, they'll do like PG-13, or they'll do like some nudity, violence, graphic, this or that. How about a little star system of can you whack to this?
Let's be serious. You need a Corolla scale.
There you go.
With
Corolla scale.
However it is.
It's 4 DAGs.
However it is, you're scanning through this late night TV, you'll see like busty cops, or you'll see like these ones that say like Passion Island or something.
Who's going to rate it?
Well, maybe this is something. Well, someone's got to do it.
I like my
point
porn
is
filthy. I do.
What does that mean?
I can describe it, and I'll try to remain within guidelines. What I'm into right now is like chicks who are being jammed with stuff.
Who is one person?
One person, one woman, or it could be a couple, but they're being in every orifice.
Multiple males around, or
could be, or one guy just going to town on her till like she's gagging, sweaty,
with like a flugelhorn or something.
Does he have to say, "Don't look at me"?
It's all his stuff.
All his stuff.
All his stuff.
But he has
not inanimate objects.
No instruments or anything.
No.
He's just having intercourse.
But not something.
But I'm talking about
anal?
Bound and gagged and just like.
You're scaring me.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean sometimes it gets me off. I'm. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, just stands by. All right, you would be mortified if you got into Dave's collection.
I think I just said a little too much there.
All right, let's take a break. Let's regroup.
Hold on. Can you stop tape?
That's out.
It's not like
we can.
Whoa! Wait, that's not out. That's not on the air.
Yeah, we taped.
Anderson, you want to cut that part out? Okay.
We can reboot.
I cut the whole show, Dave.
Thanks, man.
We'll move forward from here.
Doctor, I was kidding.
David Alan Grier.
It was like that joke, with the kid.
My main man.
Stop tape.
You guys haven't been on air all night.
Ontario Improv
I was
coming up.
kidding.
Near Brea.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine. We'll be right back.
Please hold.
everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew and Dr. Dag in studio tonight. Going to be at the Ontario Improv.
Shut up!
Ooh,
that's nice.
He's going to be there on the 21st through the 24th. That's this Thursday through Sunday.
Yes.
What? Now you're headlining, obviously. What do you do? About 40 minutes? 50 minutes?
About an hour.
An hour? That's a lot of material.
50 minutes an hour.
Wow.
And none of it's like, you should talk. Where'd you get your clothes?
Yeah, it's not that.
Hey, is that your husband or your warden?
You guys are
funny. That's some funny stuff.
It's good stuff.
It's not going to be any of that stuff.
No.
It's
hey, turn the house lights up. Let me look at these jokers.
People got to hear some jokes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right. Let's play a little Germany or Florida.
Do you want to give us another theme song?
No, because I've given you bastards several theme songs.
Here comes.
Go zoom, da, 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 yeah. Is it Germany? Florida. Hey! Germany or Florida? Let's find out.
Yeah. Wow, big ending. Big Bob Fosse type number in here.
I did an opera one. That was my favorite one.
I can't find it. I told him that's what you're mad about.
All right, you want to do it again?
Yeah. we need to do it.
Get the tape, Anderson. Here we go.
Me.
Oh, is he right about that?
You ready?
That's not just a warm-up. That is a way of life.
Anderson, if you will. Germany or Florida? Germany or Florida? Germany or Florida? Germany or Florida?
Wow, bravo.
That takes training.
Grandissimo.
Wow. That was powerful stuff.
Let's play some games. All right, I'm ready.
So what instruments did you play?
Oh, come on.
Clarinet and cello.
Yeah.
Until
this guy's a musician. He hides that.
I was in 8th grade and this dude took the cello and broke it.
Talking about a P magnet.
I play guitar. That's what I really will.
That's right. Huey?
It's three instruments and sings.
Side bet. Let's each put in $20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Right
now that's crazy for Drew. Now, but
how do we win? Because we might all get it right.
All right,
I didn't think.
I'll tell you what. We're going to write it down. We're not going to talk about it. See what happens. Put the 20 out there.
Here.
Wow.
Here we go.
This is a lot of money.
There you go.
A lot of money riding out
So
here.
this better be good.
And believe me, this will break Drew's back. He'll never forget this. All right. Oh, come on. Don't blow your gas around here.
Can I get a pen, please?
All right.
All right,
Dave, could you fart in my face so I don't have to smell your belt?
I certainly will.
All right.
I just want to introduce my rectal gases as brought to you by cauliflower, fish taco, and a Boca burger.
All right, wait a minute. Are we running late for break? Or
No, we got 4 and 5 minutes.
Okay. Huey.
Hello?
Give us a story.
Okay. A 77-year-old granny made a citizen's arrest when she tackled a 25-year-old jaywalker. The 77-year-old sat on him until police arrived because he had walked across the road before the light turned green. The woman shouted at the man as he crossed the road before the green light. The old lady said she became even angrier when he pushed past her when he reached the other side of the road. She grabbed his hair and managed to wrestle him down to the ground, where she sat on him until police arrived. He was taken to the local police station where he was fined for jaywalking. Germany or Florida?
I got it.
Hold on a second. Wow. This is tough. This isn't speaking.
There's a few little clues in here, I think.
It's not speaking to me.
Very nicely done, though. Very nicely done.
Oh, you're aware of this? You've heard this?
Well, no. I mean, usually I've heard when the guys go, and when they took the
dollars,
right? They took the assailant back to Palm Beach, Deutschland.
All right. Does everyone have it?
All done.
Everyone have it?
Put him in.
Hold on. Don't throw him in. Throw him in.
Hold on. I'm pulling mine up.
All right.
There we go.
Huey?
Yeah.
Germany or Florida?
Germany.
Oh!
Did we all say Florida?
I said Florida.
I said Florida.
We got to go to another one. Wait.
I said Germany.
We got to do it again.
To me.
We got to do it again.
Wow.
Florida.
Yeah.
Guys, that's so obvious with that, like an angry old German woman.
Oh, please.
No,
he didn't say angry old German woman. It's like, guys, that's so obvious. When they started, the Sieg Heil, the Hitler thing.
In Florida, she'd be like all like haggis and like, drunken out. There's no way.
I don't know.
I saw Floridian.
I didn't know it
I
was
saw
illegal to
Florida.
jaywalk in
Germany. Yeah,
the
and the
jaywalking
size to be big enough and that old, it's a little Florida.
And think about those roads in Florida are scary, man. Those like highway 2-lane things.
All right. Well, look.
Let's do another one. Either that or else let's save some kids who really need some medical advice.
Huey?
Yay or nay?
You have another one?
I do not, but I have another question for Adam, or for you, Adam. Did your wife really post on the LoveLine companion?
Did she? What? Did she say anything on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she has before.
Okay.
All right.
Come on, let's save some babies.
All right, we're saving some
Hey,
babies.
check out the new cartoon on LoveLine Companion. That is very funny.
By the way, yeah, our
do you have a website? You guys do?
We don't, but somebody does it for us.
somebody started for us, but you should see this animated stuff.
It's very
Jay.
funny.
That's really great. Let's save some babies.
I know you're not in it, so you're not interested, but you would enjoy it anyway.
Well, perhaps you'd bring it to Ontario Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Let's bring it, we'll project it on the screen above that.
I could get confused and go to Brea, but I'll go to Ontario.
That'd be nice.
All right, let's talk to Mikey, who's 18. Mikey?
Hey.
Everybody gets their money back.
Chris, pull up that LoveLine companion. We'll show Dag the cartoon.
Well, there's no way
during
to
the
get
break.
sound in here. Can we
Oh,
get
you
sound
can't?
in here?
All right.
You can't?
What's your problem?
Go ahead, Mikey.
I was with my girlfriend a couple of nights ago, and what happened is I guess it got a little out of hand for the first time, and I guess we started having sex unprotected.
Well, that can cause a pregnancy. That's possible.
Yeah.
How far into her cycle was she? Do you know?
Yeah. I think
Is that the question?
Well, she has a weird cycle, but she hasn't menstruated for a while.
All right. Does she have eating disorder or anything?
No.
You look at the counterfeit bill I gave you? You just farted.
Oh, no.
Oh, I ate 2 bags of Cheetos. I have a question.
Yeah.
Shields up.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, Mikey.
What's your question?
So, yeah, hi.
When was this?
I don't know, a couple nights ago. I don't know.
I don't know.
It sounds a
Look,
little
it's
bogus, doesn't it? Yeah.
Why are you whispering? Is she
It
there?
just sounded bogus. But listen, if
All right, come on. I want to save some babies for I
Here's
go.
the deal. If somebody does, oh my God, Dag.
Come on. Oh, please. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
we
it's
adults
bad.
here are
It's
worse.
It's tortellini, a Boca burger, little glass of cab in there to heat it up. Give it that.
Here's the deal. There is the possibility
and a cigar.
of it's up to 72 hours, really up to 5 days, believe it or not, take the morning after pill, but it's most effective in the first 48 hours. Up to 72 will give you about a 75% effectiveness against causing a pregnancy.
And stinky farts?
Oh my
Do I do
God.
the same thing?
Oh my
You know,
God.
it would be an awesome. You know, would be the world's greatest wine expert. The guy who could tell the wine after the guy farted on him. Maybe it's assertive without being pushy. It has a nutty, rich flavor. But it's
Adam,
not,
I smell gym shoes and tobacco.
You know what, Adam? This relationship that we have with Dag has finally reached the fart phase. It's really there. He was just burping before, but now we're in the fart. And with the Dutch oven action.
Hold
too.
up. Let's save some more babies.
if it was a 3-hour show, there would be we would enter the semen phase. At a certain
Semen
point.
phase, never. But I tell you
yeah.
what, it'd be flag out.
Yeah, we got to take a quick break.
I think I prolapsed my anus.
We'll be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
If you need help,
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Where did the time go?
It went up your prolapse anus.
That's right. Prolapse anus. That would be. That was Drew's. That was his
I'm a
Jewish
rapist.
name. His Hebrew name was prolapse anus.
Prolapse anus. This time, next time I come, there's going to be a whole new pope.
Oh yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. Dag and I won't be able to go with the Vicar of Christ anymore. David Alan Grier going to be in Ontario, 21st, 2nd, 3rd. 4th. You'll know it's Dave. He'll be the only black guy in Ontario. So we'll take a little extendo break. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
What I say? I got feelings for you. Can I prolapse your anus?
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.